Howdy everybody, Glenn here, and I've got a Funko Pop review for you today. First of all, forgive me if I sound a little odd today. I'm fighting a really tough cold. It's got me a little bit under the weather, and I'm catching my breath as I say this. So I'm going to do as little sniffling and coughing and runny nosying as I can in this video. But fortunately, you don't have to see me very much because I'm going to be reviewing the 4 pops from the Matrix series. I just finished this series a couple of days ago, so we're going to go over it in a little bit of detail. So we've got our man Neo, Agent Smith, Morpheus, of course, and lastly, Trinity. So this is the set of 4. So let's check them out up close and personal. All right, we're going to start with the one that is Neo. Matrix Pops, this is Neo number 157. The boxes all pretty much look the same. There's Neo on the front, and then the classic Matrix background on the side there, and again on the back, showing the 4 Matrix figures. These came out in 2015, early, so it was about January or so of last year. In the 4 figures. So starting with Neo, we've got the thing that strikes me first about all of the Matrix Pops is that all 4 of them are in unique stances and poses that are indicative of that character. So I really like that about these. That's probably my favorite part of this set. So for Neo, we've got him in that pose where he's going to block the bullets coming at him at the end of the movie. This is a unique pose. I haven't seen it on any other kind of pop. So I dig the pose. The figure itself actually is pretty simple. It's all pretty much one color. We've got his black coat. Not too fancy either, but it looks good. There's no paint flaws or imperfections or anything that I can see. No bleeding or anything like that. I like these characters' sunglasses, and I like the sunglass look where you can see the eyes behind it. That's always a cool look, like you could take these glasses off if you wanted to, that kind of look. And his hair is pretty much perfect. You know, we're always looking at the top of the head. Everything looks great. Now this Neo has been sitting on my shelf for a long time out of the box, and it still looks as great as it did when I first got it. So good looking pop figure here. Not too complicated, but again the pose is great, and it really makes this particular pop. So that is Neo number 157 from the Matrix. This is from the Pop Movies line. Next we have Neo's opposite number, that is Agent Smith. This is number 158. You'll notice the box a little scuffed up. I actually got this pop from Pop in a Box, but I'm pretty sure I scuffed that up taking it out. No fault of Pop in a Box. Speaking of Pop in a Box, I also left their link down at the bottom in the description. So if you'd like to subscribe to Pop in a Box, you can get 20% off your first box by using that link down there, and every 4 people I refer to Pop in a Box to start a subscription, I get a free pop out of it. So helps me, helps the channel, helps us get some more reviews up. So definitely take advantage of that if you're looking to grow your own collection. Alright, Agent Smith. We've checked out the box, the front at least. The side, just like the other ones, we've got the classic Matrix background and the 4 pops on the back. Alright, pretty much the same. Alright, this is another posed pop figure. So Agent Smith has his gun up, ready to shoot. I like, in this pop, I like the subtle details. This is actually the first time I'm taking it out of the box. But things like his tie clasp could have very easily just been gone with the straight black tie, but they include the little detail of the tie clip there. The belt looks really good. Sunglasses, as always. I love the way they do these sunglasses to where you can see the eyes through them. That's a great addition. Look at the top of the head. Everything looks really good. Again, subtleties like his earpiece there. doesn't go anywhere, which is kind of weird. You know, I would think it would go all the way down to the shoulder, but it doesn't. But everything else looks good. Again, these first two pops aren't that complicated, but it's in the subtle details that you see where they stand out. I just love some of these little, even the eyebrows. The eyebrows convey a look. Now, if you look at the box versus the figure, I don't think he looks as mean in person as he does on the box, because his eyebrows are a little bit closer to the sunglasses. Just on the box, just gives him a little bit more of a menacing look. But they did do the eyebrows in that arch so that he has kind of that menacing look. So, nice looking pop figure. This is Agent Smith, number 158 from The Matrix. Okay, this is Morpheus, number 159. Let's look at the box. Not too much different. Morpheus on the side, the 4 characters on the back, etc. Now this one I got at Barnes & Noble, and the reason I remember that is because on the bottom of the box it has the $8.95 sticker. So I got this one at Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble at least the one by my house, tends to have a lot of the Matrix pops. I almost bought a Trinity there, but the box was pretty well messed up. It was on the bottom, one of the bottom shelves, and I'm sure one of the junior set grabbed it and made a little mess out of it. So I ended up getting this one at Barnes & Noble. The thing that strikes me first about the figure is I love the dual machine guns. That looks great. That's a great look. Them up in the air like that. I love that this one has some color in it. You know, most of the Matrix pops, actually all of the other 3 Matrix pops are all black. But Morpheus, Samuel L. Jackson, has to have some color in there, so he's got his purple going. This one has a little bit of a paint flaw. Now again, I got this one quite a long time ago, so it might have picked that up on the shelf, but it actually looks like an actual paint flaw if you look there. It's just like a black spot there. Other than that, I love the green tie, purple suit. He actually looks like a little bit of a Joker outfit there. The thing that bugs me a little bit about this pop is how big his feet are. I think his feet just came out a little bit on the large side, especially if you look at him from the side like that. They look almost like clown shoes, so they look a little big, but I'm not going to quibble too much about that. Head looks good. Again, this one's a little bit on the dusty side just because he's been sitting on the shelf a little bit, but no visible flaws or anything. Look at the back of the jacket. I love the texture jacket. That's the Morpheus overcoat for sure. It's got that kind of that brick pattern there, very textured overcoat, and then again the sunglasses that you can kind of see right through. And you know, the other thing about these pops is their sunglasses are all different. They all match the character. So again, I love these action pose Matrix figures. This one's a nice one because it has 2 guns and a bit of color. So that is Morpheus, number 159 from The Matrix. Okay, lastly we have Trinity, number 160, not only the last pop in the series, but the last of the Matrix pops that I bought. I got this at Barnes & Noble a couple of days ago, and I actually had the chance to pick her up a while ago, but at the time, the only Trinity they had was this just destroyed box. It was crushed. It just wasn't really, was barely suitable for her to come home with me in it, much less you know, if I needed to display it later. Now, obviously, I don't worry that much about box condition. You can see that just judging by the corner of this box. It's not perfect. And really, if you're talking about Barnes & Noble or Target or Walmart or any of those big box stores, it's going to be unlikely you're going to find a mint box anyway, just because everybody's got their hands on it. A store like Barnes & Noble particularly would, you know, have kids running all over it, grabbing stuff off the shelves, things like that. So, you know, there's a certain level of box condition you're willing to accept if you want the pop, if you go to those stores retail. Now, that having been said, pretty much the same box. The one thing I notice about the box versus the pops, actually it's for all of these, is that the sunglasses on the box are significantly darker than the ones on the pops, which is fine. I said before I like seeing the eyes behind the pops, or behind the sunglasses, but for the box they make it a little bit darker. It looks kind of cool that way too. So, all right. Now, the first thing I noticed, and just demonstrated right there, when I pulled her out of the box, this one does not have a stand, which is unusual. Most of the newer pop figures that have small legs, small feet, some of the female characters, they come with a stand. This one did not, which is highly unusual and kind of annoying because she falls over really easily. So it's weird. It didn't even have holes for a stand. Some of the pops you've seen will have a hole in the feet, even if it doesn't come with a stand. So that was kind of disappointing. As far as the pop itself, again, these, except with the possible exception of Morpheus, are not that complicated as far as pops go. They're mostly all black as far as the clothes go. I like her sunglasses. They're different from all the other ones. They're the big looking sunglasses and perfect for her from the movie. Her pose obviously is good with the with her one handgun ready at the ready. Uh, Details, got her holster, empty holster there on one side, and she's got her other gun on the other side. That's a nice touch. Nice sheen to the black suit. I don't really see any flaws. There's a little bit of a plastic flaw back here on the back of her arm that you can kind of see. It doesn't take away from it too much, but it is definitely noticeable. Back looks good otherwise. Top of the head looks pretty good. And, you know, I like the way they drew her eyebrows in like that. I mean, all in all, a nice looking pop. One flaw in it, really, and I don't like the fact that it didn't come with a stand, but pretty good otherwise. And that's Trinity, number 160. Well, I hope you enjoyed this look at the Matrix pop figure set. This is a set I was really glad to finish, and they'll look good all together up on the shelf there. Stay tuned this weekend. We've got some videos for you. We've got a great surprise Saturday when we're going to go over our J&K stuff box for the month, and we'll have a few surprises along the way as well. So until next time, please check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And most importantly of all, make sure you leave me a comment. I'd love to know what you think about these pop figures and this video as well. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.